Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Raisa here. I trust you guys had a great week last week and are gearing up for your holiday tomorrow and for the new week that's coming in. Today we're going to visit the energies that may affect us for the week of the 3rd through the 9th of September. So be aware that this month has a lot of very powerful energies that are clashing against each other and are making us feel like we have to fight to get ahead. It's all about confronting our ego, confronting the power struggle between siblings, between family members, at work. People thinking that that they have power over others or any type of power. It's really all constructed in the mind. I have been going through a very difficult time in my life where I am asking for direction. I'm asking the divine to help me, to support me, to give me a clear vision of where I need to go, what I need to be doing to help others, to help myself, to help my family, to make better use of my time. And it's been really difficult when I go within to try to find these answers. I have to ask the divine, because I do believe that we are not alone, that we have a higher power that guides us, that walks with us, that is there for us to ask, to help us. It's there to help us co-manifest our paths. Last week it was about being challenged by facing our demons, and by George, it surely has been that for me this week. It has been very powerful. It has been a very trying week. I've had to really look within and just stop being so judgmental over other people, over myself, truly. So again, I pulled a couple of cards from the master deck because I needed to know what was going to be highlighted for me this week, because I have been asking for help. And again, the cards that came out were very, very powerful. So one of the cards that came out is the straw and the beam. Straw and beam. This is very, very powerful, because we tend to think that we are above others, that perhaps we don't have moments of betrayal, that we don't have moments of where we're going crazy, where we feel everything is against us, and we try to project that onto others without even realizing that what we see in another may be our own reflection of our own beam that we're looking at in our brother's eye or our sister's eye or our mother's or someone at work or something. It's very difficult. So if I am the same as the other, how can I condemn another person? There's just no way. We're really condemning ourselves to that negative energy. So we need to start looking at ourselves from a different perspective, and other people as well, and quit judging others. Because if you judge another, you will be judged. You will be judged in the same fashion that you are assuming that you are a person that has power over anyone else to make a decision like that. We need to really work on our ego. It's very, very powerful, and at this time it's going to confront us in many, many ways. So we need to be very careful as to how we judge, as to how we see another person, and every situation that comes into your life. Within the next weeks, this is not a reading that is just meant for today or the next 7 days. This is a reading that's meant for your life. It's a life path. This is what I'm working on. This is what we're working on that tune into this channel. You are tuning into the divine energy and trying to follow a path that's more enlightened, because truly it's what we are. But we are in skin, and we think that life is this, power, money, gaining more things. There's a card here on the table that says lighten your load. The lighter your load, the happier you're going to be in the end, because truly you take nothing with you. All the stuff that you gain, that you get, that you amass in your life, and you think you're more powerful because you have more things, a better car, bigger, it means nothing in the end, because everything can turn around on you in one day, in 24 hours, in less than 24 hours sometimes. So you have to be very conscious of the things that you do and how you look at another. And if you need to apologize to people, apologize, because the energy right now is very ripe for us to have situations that are going to be evil, almost, in a sense. You're going to see it and think, what the hell? But it's your own ego that you're looking at. Don't think that it's the other person. It's your reflection. And the other person, of course, is looking at you in the same way, going, oh my God, they're going to think you're, you know, from another planet. What the hell happened? It's the same thing. We're all going through this very difficult time, and if it hasn't happened to you yet, be aware that it's coming, okay? Because it's just the planets, the way that they're moving around, and the energy in general that is surrounding the earth. There's a lot of negativity at the moment, and it's going to trickle down to everybody. Even if you're under a rock, that rock is going to start to get very heavy, and it's going to start crushing you one way or the other, and you're going to have to jump out of there and, you know, start realizing the things that are going on around you. So I'm going to read some of my notes. A lot of this channeled messages, I can't remember every word, and some of the things are important that I want to say, so I'm going to read them because I did write them down. And that's just the way it is. The other cards I haven't shuffled yet. I've also heard on other channels where people say, if you're watching somebody with the tarot cards and they're shuffling them and they do it off camera, that doesn't mean anything to me. I sit for several hours meditating on the channeled messages, and if I sit here while you're there on the other side, you're going to click off and go to somebody else, or you're going to move the time ahead to see when I actually start reading, because it takes a very long time sometimes to get some of the messages that come through. So a couple of my cards are already on the table because it's what I needed to meditate on. It's the message that was coming. It's the energy that I feel. So, but some of the cards I have yet to shuffle, so that you know that I do shuffle online live sometimes, but some cards I don't have to because of the way that I read. It's my choice, my channel, the way that I do things. On to the next thing. So if I'm the same, how can I condemn when all condemnation is gone? Compassion and thankfulness will arise. We are too critical of other people sometimes. We are projecting our own fears and demons on others, and at times we are insincere, egotistical, violent, even madness. In our own blindness we stumble over others and we hurt them. So we need to be aware that in our own shuffle to get ahead or to point our finger at someone else because we feel we are in the right, we're not always in the right. The other person may not be either, but you don't have to impose your will over them in a certain way that it hurts them and it crushes them, and they feel that they have no way out, that they have no recourse to take either, because in the end things will turn around on you and you will be judged in the same way when you feel that you're going to know what you did to another person, and you're going to wish that you could turn back the time. And at that point it doesn't matter, because sometimes apologies don't help. So try to be careful with how you feel and look at others. So when we begin to see the beam in our own eye, we begin to understand the straw in our brother's eye, that it may simply be our own reflection. Okay, so that's this card. On to the next. The kiss. This is the personification on this card of Judas kissing the master. This one is very deep. This is the time when everything seems to conspire to bring us to realization of the role betrayal plays in our own lives. Because by judging other people, we're betraying ourselves. And we have throughout our lives, we have to look back at it to see that there have been many betrayals, big, small, for which we are responsible for, not another person. We're responsible for those betrayals that we have inducted on ourselves, betrayal of others, for lack of courage, of heart, betrayal of ourselves, of our deepest knowing, of our own potential. We are betraying ourselves because we know better. You know, we know that we should be doing something else, that we should be following a different path, and we're not, because we prefer to just stay in our 9 to 5 and get our money, come home, do the same little things, but we don't lift a finger to help another person. We don't get out there and do the things that we should be doing for others. This, for animals even, you know, there's a lot of injustice in this world, and I know it's difficult for one person to change, but it's not if everyone stood up and did something about it. If everyone started to do their part in changing yourself, so that you can enact your kindness, your love on other people, and it'll start to show, and perhaps they start to learn how to do it, and before you know it, you change several people. There has to be a beginning somewhere, you know. We betray when we look away from our suffering brothers, and also when we look away from ourselves, how we can love ourselves or help ourselves and help our brothers, our sisters, the people down the street. I went to the store today, and this morning I had some errands to do. I had a lot of thinking to do. It's not this, my channel or my readings are not just something that I take lightly. It's very deep to me, and it takes a little while for me to absorb the channeled information, the energy, the thoughts, the remembering of my own situations that are these, what I'm talking about now. I had a little bag of crackers in my car, and I had just put one in my mouth, and I was at a red light. And here comes a guy with a little sign that says, "I'm hungry, help me." I rolled down the window and handed him the bag of crackers. He was, "Thank you." You know, it can happen instantly in a moment. Don't turn away from someone that could need help, because it could be as small as a little bag of crackers or $1 or something to someone else. That it goes a long way. The universe sees this. They know you're struggling, but yet you turn around and you take a moment to help another person. I mean, the smallest thing can mean a lot to somebody, you know, that somebody just didn't mind. He saw me put a cracker in my mouth, and I looked at the bag. "Here you go, buddy." I even had a clip on there, everything, just gave it to him. "Here you go." You know, he was happy, you know, he grabbed it. I'm sure he was hungry. Could he eat right now, eat something quick? That's all I had in the car at the moment to give him. The light was green, I had to go. I just had enough time to roll that window down, hand him that bag of crackers, and keep going. But it's just in the moment, you know, quick. We need to help. We betray because we ourselves are betrayed by ego. It claims to be us, but it really isn't. Our ego takes over our lives sometimes, and we live by it, and we don't even realize until our whole entire world comes crashing down, and you wonder what the hell happened. Well, you were not looking through the eyes of love. You were not looking at life the way it truly is. You were looking through your eyes of ego, you know, thinking that you had power over someone else or over a situation or over your own life. You don't have that power. You need to know that you're always co-creating with the divine, and there has to be room in your life for the divine, or else everything is wiped clean like a broom. Takes everything out, and then you have to start over again. And at that point is when you start going, "Oh my God, what has just happened? I need your help." That's where it starts again. That's where you release the ego and know that there's a higher power. And if you don't believe in a higher power, eventually you will, because that pressure will keep pressuring down on you until you realize it. you're not alone. You're never alone. And you need to always have room for the divine in your life. And always be there to lend a hand to someone else. Because the minute you take all that away and your ego steps in, you're going to feel it eventually. Because we are fooled by its senseless promise of power, duped by impossible guarantees of control and independence and safety even. We are. Ego is surely the master of treason, and it's what we have to notice it. And pray. Prayer is very important. Pray for the earth. Pray for the leaders. Pray that they see the light. That they also ask for help from the divine. Our deep work will expose our ego for what it truly is. It's an empty lie of power, purely mental construction. It's not what is. Once you see it for what it is, it no longer has power over you. Now it will hide under another, a friend, a family member. You just have to start to recognize it. The kiss now, our only safety is to have a clear perception of ego as other than us. We see it. We can see it so that we don't fall into that trap anymore. It's our own disowning, or Judas as it were. So remember, watch out for that ego, because you're going to be tested. We are just being tested at this time, and you need to recognize that. The last card from this deck, thankfully, the bridge. The world is but a bridge. Cross it. Therefore, but do not settle upon it, Jesus. It's only a passage. Don't become stuck. Keep going. We cannot make it a home. Let us not carry our household along with us when we travel. Don't allow your personality and possessions get so heavy that your journey becomes hell. Carry only what is truly indispensable. Cross over with a graceful step and no fear in your heart. The bridge. We are only here for a short time. We're passing through, is what it's telling you. You're not here to stay. You're not going to live forever. You're not immortal. Let's say in this body, you're going to die and you're going to go on to another reality, another perception, another life. Somewhere else, not here. Or not in the same dimension. I'm not sure exactly how that works. But I do know that there is life after death, just don't know where. Whether it's here on the planet, you just keep coming back and learning new lessons, but it's not the same life. You're not going to take anything with you. So it's telling you, the lighter that you travel as you go from situation to situation, because your life is constantly in flux, it's constantly changing. The death card comes through to say, I'm wiping you clean and you're going to start over again, whether you like it or not. So get ready. That means everything, all your possessions are gone and you have to start again, fresh, new, in another direction. Hopefully you'll release the ego and be able to see for what it is, that you don't need a bunch of shit. You don't need 10 books of the same thing. You don't need 15 pens that look the same. You don't need to have 5 different perfumes. Use 1 or 2. You don't need 10 TVs. You need 1. You know what I mean? Some people have excess of everything. You don't need that many things. You just need 1 or 2. Make your load lighter. You don't need to keep giving money to the man or to whatever, the government, all the things that our money is going out on. We work so hard and we spend it all on these things, and then we constantly have to pay them off and whatever. It's a vicious cycle of power and money that's very difficult. It's taxing on the soul. And we spend absolutely no time meditating, praying, praising, the divine for another day, for the sunlight, for the beautiful flowers, for the things that we have to be thankful for. In other words, our family, our children, the things that truly make us happy, because when they're gone, you know it, you feel it, it hurts you badly. It's not like losing a TV. Not the same thing. You have to know what's important in life and what isn't. And when the time comes to move from one place to another, make your load light. Don't have a bunch of baggage. Give it away. Give it to charity. Give it to other people that you feel need it. Put it somewhere. Someone will take it. You know, so that someone else can have a life. By not being so judgmental and recognizing ego for what it truly is, it's just a trap, we'll be able to navigate through our lives a lot easier, which is the message here. You know, and the lighter we are, the easier things will be for us. The easier things will affect us. Blessed are those that hear the word of God and keep it. Blessed are those that know that there's a higher power and try following it, because we need that assistance when it comes. There's some difficult times that I'm going to be going through soon. And through my madness yesterday and my prayer and just my conversation with the divine, he said, I will not leave you alone. I will come to you in the times of need. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. You know what that means? Do you know what that means? That when you have lost it and you have absolutely no more hope, someone will step in and go, I'm here to help you. Another person will come and say, I'm here to help you. They'll just come out of nowhere. That's the power of the divine. That when you really truly need someone or something in your life because you are at the end of your rope and you're about to just let go, they do come. And sometimes he even comes in dreams. So you need to pay attention, because when you need help from the divine the most, they are always there. You just need to recognize when it comes. It'll come from other people. It'll come from, gosh, it's incredible the way that things happen when you truly need help. So always know that there will be help when you need it. You just have to ask. Sometimes we worry about things as well with no reason at all whatsoever. We're worrying about things and we attract that energy. We must become what we want to attract in our lives. Whether it's a relationship, you need to become the person you want to attract into your life. Whether it's a situation, a home, you need to think only of the home that you want, not of the one that you want to leave. The place that you want to go to, think of it as this is where I'm at. This is how you see yourself there already. What the things that you're doing, how happy you're feeling. And believe me, your life will follow your thoughts. So keep that in mind. The sun. New beginnings. Happy new beginnings. Focus on positive thinking, on the sun shining, on how happy you are, that there's another day, a new dawning, a new beginning for your life. Happy outcomes, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself and in your ideas and your thoughts, the direction that you want to take in life. Okay, I need cards for the week. Some that had flipped over. I looked for it and I didn't see it before. Make sure that there's no others. Six of Earth. You're going to be sharing your time, your money, your advice with other people, and it'll be given in a measured form so that it doesn't hurt you and it doesn't hurt the other. It'll be measured. Gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. So for those of you that will be trying to apply for a loan in the coming weeks, it's going to be a yes. You're going to get it, but it's going to be a measured loan, a measured amount of money. But you will receive it. For some of you, an advance in your job, a payment. They're going to pay you more, a raise. I couldn't find the word. A raise at work, a promotion. It'll help balance the money that you're paying, the money that's coming in. It'll help balance your bills a bit more. so you won't feel as stressed. But remember, if someone asks you for help, you must help. Even if it's just a little bit, but every little bit counts, and you're not saying no to someone, because the energy then will say no to you when you need it. So be very, very careful as you move forward, remember. We have the Four of Water here, the Four of Cups. You're missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. The Lord, the divine, the hand of God, however you want to call it, is handing you a cup. It's handing you an opportunity that you need to focus on. Careful not to miss opportunities because you're too busy looking at things that are negative or looking back in the past or looking down instead of looking up. You have to be careful. Here the mermaid is looking at the cups from the past, and there's an opportunity that could be missed if you're not paying attention. So as you move forward this week, make sure you're paying attention to all opportunities that are being offered to you. Focus on your job. Focus on the things that are going on around you. Tender-hearted, empathic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and for others. Be the Queen of Cups. That's what this is right here. The Queen of Cups. She's someone that's fiercely defends her family. That fiercely goes after what she wants, what she loves. She supports the people that she loves a lot. Doesn't turn her back on them no matter what. So your relationships this week, you need to focus on them. You need to strengthen the bond between you and your family members or the people that you love, your significant others, your children, your grandparents, whatever you have going on in your life. If you haven't seen your family for a while, contact them. See if they need help. Try to help them if you can. Ask them. They may not be telling you. So try to help others as much as you can. Two of Fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. For some, there will be contracts that will be signed for loans. You will get it. You will join up with other people. You will partner up with other people in order to get things done that need to be done. Things that you have probably previously set aside. Didn't want to deal with it. Too much trouble, too intricate, too many details, too much paperwork, too much. We get bogged down with everything. We need to focus on what's important in our lives as we move forward. You're being asked to continue to move forward. This is the Two of Fire. The Two of Fire is like a doorway that opens up. A new opportunity, a new path that you need to go on and have fire behind you. Passion while you're doing it. It's going to bring in new passions into your life as you move forward. Ten of Water. It will help. It will help with the relationships at home, the direction that you're taking. A contented and rewarded family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So be aware that it will strengthen the bonds that you have within your home, within your family members. You'll be happier. Things will get smoother. Things will run smoother. So look for happy family reunions. Look for happy family moments. You'll speak to your family members. You'll see that everything is okay, that everything is going in the right direction. The King of Fire. Energy that moves forward finally, that's been stuck for a while. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision. And be a leader. Advice from someone creative, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. The King of Fire. You may meet someone that will help you. Maybe it's someone that's concerning a loan or concerning some money that you're trying to get from another person or for another person. So you will be working with other people, and some of those people are going to be fire signs, and they will assist you with their advice, with their passions, with their charismatic personality. Remember, keep the ego down. Don't ask for more than what you need. If it is a loan, or if you are receiving something from someone, you may be receiving an inheritance. So you may be talking to to others. There is energy that has been stagnant though for a while. That's why the Two of Fire, which is you going in a new direction, and the King of Fire, which says that that energy, that passion, that fire energy, that creative new path is finally breaking through. That has been stuck. It has been stuck because you haven't been looking at things in the proper perspective. You've been looking at the past or looking at other things that have upset you, betrayals perhaps, even because of the other cards. Betrayals of yourself, decisions you have made, decisions others have made, betrayals from others, and you're stuck there. And you want to move forward because there's a new opportunity that's coming into light that you already know about, that you need to move forward, and you need to defend your family, fight for them. Fight for the things that you want in life. The Queen of Water, she moves with her intuition and her emotions. So use your intuition to move you forward this week, to get past the ego, to get past the betrayals and the pains from the past, to get past the fact that you feel you need to tell another person that, oh, you're doing that wrong, or I don't like the way you're doing that, or can you do this for me? And if they say, give me a minute, you don't want to give them a minute because you're in a hurry too. No, you have to give them a minute. You have to learn to work with other people. Learn to work with your family. Learn to love them unconditionally, which is so, so difficult. But once you do that, your paths are going to change and they're going to be wide open. Wide open. You're going to have some happy, happy, happy situations with your family, with yourself. Things are going to start changing and they're going to start to look brighter. So don't discount that. Let's get ready for the interactive part of the reading. As always, A, B, or C. We're being asked to surrender the attachments to the results in our lives, or the things that we're trying to accomplish or to get into motion, to set into motion. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let it go. Let go of the result. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So you need to let go. Do something that you want. Let's say you want to apply for a loan. Do all you can, then just let it go and see what happens. If they say no, there's a reason why they said no. There's a reason why no is probably a better answer than them having said yes, and then you can't pay it back because something happens. And you are really in a situation at that point. So let go of the outcome. Don't try to control the results of whatever it is you're trying to achieve. You're trying to find a mate. Don't try to control everything. Just envision the mate that you want and try to become that person. Loving, giving, and eventually that person will be attracted to you. Don't try to make it happen in the way that you think it should happen, or the person that you think you should attract into your life. Be open to what comes. Surrender to wonder and awe. Yeah. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. Open to the magical moments. Don't try to control all the results, because magic lives in the smallest of places and it can happen at any moment, and you can be impressed if only you believe and allow those things to happen in your lives. Magic. The flow, the ebb and flow of the divine. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing, which we are. We are healing little by little. Tough lesson by tough lesson. Right now we're working on our shadow side and our ego, which is so difficult to see, you know, because you don't think you have that problem, but we all do. Being human, that gives us that ego. So we need to learn to tone it down. Surrender to setting limits. It's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. So again, setting limits is kind of important as well in our life, so that others don't try to overrun us while we're working on our demons and on our ego, and others try to see that we're vulnerable, they may try to overstep their power on us, because now we're going to start seeing the ego in everyone else. So we need to be able to set our limits so that others don't take advantage of us. And I feel the pull. When you feel a pull from the back of your head, it's your connection to the divine, that you are talking truth, that you are saying something that means something really deep to someone else. So you continue and just know that the connection is strong and it's there. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, then move forward. That's another way that your intuition will talk to you, so keep it in mind. If it brings you energy, if you feel good about something, a situation, or a person, then move forward with that. But if you feel like they're taking your energy, or you feel that something isn't right, listen to your body, listen to your intuition, because it is important. I need to quit shuffling because the cards keep coming out and I can't pick the ones for, A, B, or C. I'm going to do it. A, B, and C. Next. These are the Cheryl Richardson self-care cards. I like these cards. They have pretty colors and beautiful messages. 1, 2, and 3. And 2 cards came out for love is all there truly really is. So hard for us to achieve it. Choose love. Let your love become a powerful force for change. If you express through love every single time, everything changes in your life. Everything has the power to change. Love is the only thing that can do it in a good, positive way. Trying to impose your will on someone else is egotistical, and it will blow up in your face. And it's not good. It's the message for the day. A, B, and C. No, I want my own message from these cards. Here it is. I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So through positive thinking, through desires of meeting someone special in my life, perhaps someone new will come into my life that could represent a committed relationship. For those of you that are in a relationship, you need to strengthen the bonds with those that you love, okay? And stop trying to control things or the other person. The other person, again, is also working on their situations while they look at you. It's a reflection with you and your partner. So I'm the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So they're assisting you either in strengthening your bonds or being able to smooth over rough periods in your marriage or in your relationship. But they are assisting you. And if you are single and hoping to meet someone, perhaps they'll bring someone into your life. But again, you have to look around when you are going into different places, because your soulmate could be standing right next to you. So keep that in mind. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. When you ask for help, you will get it. It's just a matter of being open and then noticing the signs, noticing the help that comes. And when you're flying high, be careful. Right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. Love is very important. Showing people that you can be vulnerable to the things that are going on, It makes you fly higher. It makes you, I don't know, more attractive to others in a sense that they say, whoa, what's going on with that person, because your light will be shining very bright. Metatron. Archangel Metatron will be there to help. Will be there to help us this week. So pray to Metatron or ask Metatron for divine guidance. There is a divine purpose for all of us. We need to ask so that it is shown to us, so we can see how we can shine, how we can go towards our own rainbow, our own happiness. What is it that we need to do for help. Metatron can help us with our divine life path, so we need to ask. It's being shown. Alright, those of you that chose A, let's see what we got. Surrender to play. Get out and have fun. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Get outdoors. Connect with Mother Earth. The sun, the beautiful glow on the water, the trees, the flowers. Every little thing means something, and it's a way to raise your vibrations. It's time to maybe get some friends or family members and get out. Go do something fun outdoors. Play around. There are priorities in your life and you need to start focusing on them. Start meditating. Ask the divine to help you. What are your priorities? Where are you moving your life to next? Because if you don't, the universe does. And sometimes it's very disruptive. So you need to know what's happening, which way your direction is headed. Get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, say no. Saying no gets much easier. So when you know what you want to do, you know what to say no to. You need to focus on your priorities. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and your desires, and don't compromise. Don't compromise what you want to do in life. But also reach for the stars, what you want, the things that you want to do. Don't let other people change your mind. Your priorities, get them straight and move in that direction. And trust the divine. Trust that they're there to help. Don't give up on your co-creator, which is the divine. Alright guys, for those of you that chose B, surrender to spirit. Duh. Once you've done everything, you can achieve a goal. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal. I ate a word. Turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. This is what the second card more or less has been saying, something similar. Let go and let the divine help you with the end game. Always know that there's a certain, what's the word I'm looking for? I can almost see it, symbiotic or something to the effect where we both have to come in half and half. Divine and you together to move forward any plans. Always ask for help and surrender the outcome to the divine, because that way the best outcome occurs and not what your will thinks that it should be. Have an awareness. Be aware of yourself, aware of the energies around you, aware of other people, and aware of the divine. Practice present moment awareness. The meaning you yearn for lives in the ever-present now. Now is when you need to ask for help. Now is when you need to be aware of today, not what's happening tomorrow. Make your plans and allow the divine to come in and move the energy forward. Spend time alone in nature meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. That's the second card. Get out there and meditate on what you want and allow spirit to help you achieve it or to gain a different perspective. Focus on your health as well. Eating healthier foods will help raise your vibration so you can hear the answers better, so you can listen to your intuition a bit more without saying no or going in a different direction. But healthy foods are being highlighted here in a measure, in measured amounts, okay? Not too much. Don't go overboard and say, okay, now I'm only going to eat fruit, or I'm only going to eat vegetables, or I'm only going to eat this or that. No, make sure that it's balanced, that it's a well-balanced diet of fruits and vegetables and your proteins, okay? And your carbs. Yeah, there has to be a little bit of everything. Nothing in, in excess. Everything in moderation. Those of you that chose C, surrender defensiveness. You can't always be on the defensive when you're talking to people, or when you're trying to get others to help you. Defensiveness only creates more problems. Again, ego. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. That will get better results out of a situation than if you jump to the defense and then it creates a huge problem. In order to be a leader, you have to know how to act. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. Guidance, always knowing that the divine is there to co-create with us. And that is the true power of a leader. Knowing that you're being guided by the divine, and knowing when not to push your will on someone else, or knowing when to say things, how to say them in the right way. Being the wise guide. You may meet a wise person that can help you with some of the situations that you have going on this week. He's wearing a key around his neck, so there's knowledge that he has, or she, that will help you unlock something that you have been trying to see, or to face, or to even recognize. What the hell's going on? There's someone that's coming with the right information to help you this week. Focus your energy, your intentions. What do you want to do? Which direction do you want to go? You need to focus your energy in that direction. There is amazing power in a strong intention to do the things that you want to do, to go in the direction that you want to go. You focus energy, trust me, you're going to go in that direction. Full speed ahead. Schooling, studying, and education helps your life purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So if you are learning something at this time, you're being asked to continue to do so, because now it's a time to study and learn. Later on, you're going to be putting the skills, or what you're learning now, into action. So being a student now is a good thing. If you're thinking about going back to school, do it. If you're reading a book and learning about something new, finish the book. If this reading right here is helping you in some way bring some clarity into your life, then hear it twice. You're being asked to stay. If you were thinking about moving or going in a different direction, at this time, you're asked to stay, because right now you're still learning something. There's a lesson, there's something there that you're not done with, so you can't go anywhere until the lesson is done. Then you'll know when to move. Know that I love you, and if you would like a private reading with me, you can check my links below, or write to me at Raisatarot@gmail.com, or Raisashealingarts@11gmail.com. I do love you, and I know that this has been a long reading and it's very difficult and deep, but I guess there's a reason why it's happening now. Bye for now.